In the series of learning programming in C, we are discussing arrays in C. We have discussed all the basics about arrays, like what is array, declaration of array, initialization of array, memory representation of array elements, as well as how to access array elements. So I have just written down all the points in brief about arrays here. You can take a screenshot, or you can, it's like a notes for you. These contains, you can say these are characteristics of arrays, or you can say some here we have some advantages of array as well as drawbacks of using arrays, right? Like I think no need to explain all the points here, because these are very simple. I have explained clearly all the points. From here only you can find out the advantages and drawbacks. Like advantages is what, if you want to store more than one data item, then you can use arrays, right? It's simple to use arrays. But drawback is what, it contains only, it can store only same type of data item. Like if integer is array, then all the data items should be of integer type. If array is of character type, then all the data items can be of character type. All the elements are stored in contiguous memory allocation. Index should be started from 0. One drawback is also there, like what if size is declared, you have declared the size of the array, then you cannot change it. So it is having fixed size problem. Accessing of array of element is faster using index of array. How we access? Just write down the name of the array and here in bracket index. Like index always start from 0, so first element if you want to access, then a of 0. So it is faster. Random access is possible. Directly you can access any element of the array in constant time. So this is what advantages of array. Here it can store data in multi-dimensional form, in 2D array and multi-dimensional array, 3D array also, right? So this is advantage. But inserting and deleting of data items in an array is tough, it's costly, right? How? That we will discuss with the help of program. This is, you can say, it's a drawback of array. Here the one point is what? No bound checking in arrays in C. Now what does this mean? This is what? It's a drawback. Suppose you have declared an array of size 10. So index would be from 0 to 9. But if you want to access a of 10, then it should give error, right? Because there is no index of 10, but it will give garbage value. So no bound checking. Boundary is what? 0 to 9, but it is not checking the boundary in C. It will not give any error. It will give what? Any garbage value. We will see practical also of this point, no bound checking in C. So I guess this is clear. Now we will discuss one or two programs on arrays. So now let us discuss some problems on arrays. First of all, I will discuss the logic, the problem here on the whiteboard, then I will show you on my laptop, right? First we will discuss a simple problem like how to read data in an array at runtime, although we have discussed it. But next thing is how to print all the elements of array. First of all, how to print, simply print. Then we will discuss how to print in reverse order, and then we will see some complex problem. So see. So I have already discussed like how to initialize array at runtime. I guess you can already write down the header files and all. I am not writing the complete program. I am just going to start from the main function, right? And here what I am declaring, array simple a of size 5. I am not initializing this at compile time. You can also initialize it at compile time. I will take input from the user, right? So now for that, what? One for loop, you will use I is equal to 0 and I less than, number of elements are 5 and I plus plus. Before using this I, this is what? Of type integer. So we will take what? A variable I here. We will declare a variable I here. And how to take input? Using scanf. How to read data using scanf function? We know. %d, address of what? Name of the array is A, and on ith location we want to store, means I would be from 0 to 5. So all the 5 location, in all the 5 location we will store using this thing, right? Now see, before printing, just I am writing what? When this would be compiled, then an array, how many bytes would be allocated? If you take 2 bytes, then 10 bytes would be allocated, the size of integer. If you take 4 bytes, in some compiler it takes 4 bytes, then 20 bytes will be allocated, right? So now suppose address is 100, I am taking 4 bytes, 104, then 8, 12, and for this 16, right? And index would be from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And if we haven't initialized it, then it is containing some garbage value. If you print now, then some garbage value would be printed, right? And one variable I, suppose this memory address for this is 2000, right? And this also having some garbage value right now, right? Now when compiler will come here, for I is equal to 0, I would be initialized with the 0, condition true, enter, scanf %d, where the data would be stored, address of a of I value is 0 first of all. So address of a of I is what? 100, right? This address, base address is 100, and where it is going to be stored, this a is what? It will act as an internal pointer. It is going to store 100 here, and the address of this a also, some address, like you can take 1000, any address would be in hexadecimal form, but just to make you understand, I am taking simple these addresses, right? And this is what you can say, pointer to the first variable of this array, right? Address of a of I is 0, a of 0 address is 100. At this address, first data would be stored, whatever you will enter, so that would be stored. Suppose I have entered 15. Now I plus plus, now I becomes what? 1. Condition true, again enter, address of a of now I is 1. A of 1 address is what? 104, right? So the next data would be stored here. Suppose I have entered here 16, right? So I hope you can continue this process. Now I plus plus, now I becomes 2. Again condition true, a of 2, address of a of 2, this index, now data would be stored here. And suppose I have entered -1, 0 and 15 again. Like this we have entered. Once I value becomes what? 5, means 5 less than 5, no. It will exit from this for loop and will come here. Now I am going to print this array. How you will print? We will take another for loop, right? You can take any loop, while do while. Again I would be 0 to I less than 5. If you write I less than equal to, then you should write 4, right? From 0 to 4. And I plus plus. Now to print all the values we use what? Printf function. For reading we use scanf function. Data is of type integer, so percentage d, and a of I. Simply you have to write this thing, right? Now again one for loop. Now I would be again initialized with what? 0. Condition true, enter, printf %d, which type of value? Integer value, a of I, a of 0, right? Now a of 0, address. How address would be calculated? How you can fetch? In the previous video I have told you the formula, what? Base address plus what? This index means I, we are taking I, into size of data type is integer, so size of int. So now here base address is what? Base address is stored in A. Base address is what? That 100 plus here I value is first 0 into size of integer is 4, means address would be calculated 100. So A of I means 100 here. From here the value would be fetched and the data 15 would be printed on your screen. I hope you got it. Now I plus plus 1, again condition true, enter here. Now a of 1. This is how we access the element, right? Now how this address, a of 1 address would be calculated? Base address is this one into plus 1 into 4, that is 104, that is 104. From here data would be fetched, accessed, that is 16. So now 16 would be printed, but if you write here /n, then the data would be printed in next line, otherwise data would be printed in same line. So you will not get, it would be very clumsy type of thing. So better to use /n, new line 16. Now I plus plus, I becomes what? 2. I guess now you can repeat the process, and this is how all the data would be fetched, right? And once I value becomes what? 3, then 4, once it becomes 5, condition not true, exit from the loop, and that's it, end of the program, right? So this is how you can print simply the elements of array. Now I'll show you the output also on my screen, but if you want to print in reverse order from here 15, 0, minus 1, 16, 15, then how you will print? First of all, think the logic. What you want in that case? Directly I want to print first of all this data, then this, then this, then this, then this. So now at first what kind of logic come to your mind? Scanf, this for loop would be same because it is for reading purpose. You have to change this for loop only, this is for printing purpose, right? So now rather than starting the index from 0, first of all you want to go to which index? The last one, right? So directly start the index from what? I is equal to here 4. If you start from 4, then it should be next 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. So here should be I minus minus. Simple thing. Condition is what? You will move this side till I becomes 0. If I becomes minus 1, you have to stop. So the condition should be what? I greater than equal to 0. And simply print A of I, that's it. Now see the working of this thing. First of all, here this I value would be 4. In this variable 4 would be stored. Is this condition true? 4 greater than equal to 0? Yes, condition true. Enter into this loop. Printf percentage d A of I is 4. Directly A of 4 you have to access. So now how base address would be calculated? The address of A of 4 would be calculated. Base address is 100 plus index is 4 into size of int is 4, means 116. Directly you can access this 116. And what value would be printed? 15. I minus minus. I becomes 3 now, right? So condition true. Again enter here A of I, A of 3. Again address would be calculated. I becomes 3. Address would be 112. Access this thing. 0 would be printed. I minus minus. I hope you got my point now. Once I becomes what? Then 2, then 1, then 0. Would be printed the 1. Once I becomes minus 1. Condition is not true. Exit from the loop. This is how you can print in reverse order. So now let me show you the output of these two programs on my screen. So now let me create one more file for you. I am writing what? Read array. Okay, dot C. First of all, header file we will write, then main function, and then we declare array. Array name is I am taking only A, as well as one variable, loop variable I, right? And one for loop, what? To enter, first of all to read the array, right? Less than 5 and I plus plus. So for reading purpose we will use what? Scanf and percentage d. I hope you know the syntax. Address of A of I, right? And then for printing purpose again we will use one more for loop, and I is equal to 0 till I less than 5 and I plus plus, right? And for printf we use which function? Printf. So I'll write array element at, I'm going to print index value also, at index, like 0th index, 1 index, 2nd index, like this. Percentage d is, and one more percentage d for actual printing the value. So first percentage d will be replaced with I value, and second how to access A of I, the actual value, right? And that's it. So I'm just writing here one more printf. It will ask like at starting enter the array elements, right? And now let me just run this program, and it should ask you enter the array elements first of all. So see, it is asking array array elements I am entering 1, minus 9, 0, 4, 5 and see. Okay, I'm going to decorate this a little bit, slash n for the new line, right, and now you will get it better, like minus 1, 4, 3, 5, 2. Oh, sorry. And now run this program, and here I am going to write minus 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 and see. Okay, I have to save it first of all, and I haven't enabled that autosave option. So now again I am going to run this program, and it will ask enter array elements minus 1, 0, 5, 6, 7 and see, array element and index 0th, 0 to 4 it should be. So minus 1, 0, 5, 6, 7 it is going to print, right. So it is in forward, and if you want to print in reverse order, then just a little bit you have to change here. In this also I am adding one more for loop. So I should be started from size minus 1, last index I want to first of all access. I should be 4, I greater than equal to 0 and I minus, right, and here simply printf array element at index, same line, percentage d is, you can copy also, and one more percentage d, because two values we are going to print, first of all I value and then a of I value, right. I hope we will get the answer right. Now I am going to run this program, and it is going to ask enter elements of array 9, 5, 6, 7 and 8. See, it is first of all it is printing forward 9, 5, 6, 7, right, and 8 last one, and then in reverse order again I am going to write what slash n here, then you will get it better. So again let me just run this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, first of all from 0 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right. So I hope you got this one. So now here you can change something like this. If you don't declare the size here, I have told you, like if you will do something like this, if you don't declare the size here, then it should give error, right, and obviously if you run this program then it will give error. See, it is going to give some error here, you have to give some output. So you can try out those different things if you are getting the error or not, right, and you can initialize here, then you can initialize at runtime and everything you can do here. I have just shown you the program, fine, and here you can also write down something like this 3 plus 2, that is also fine, right, it is not going to give you any error. Okay, I have to save it first of all. Now let me just run this and see, it is asking enter number of elements. So you can write down any expression also which is positive integer, right. So you can try out all the things and you can tell me in comment box if you are getting the things I have told you in the program, like declaration and initialization videos, those are correct or not, right. So you have to try out all the variants here. So now in the next video we will see a more complicated problem, like we will take marks of maybe 5 or 10 students. We will calculate average of all the marks. First of all we will sum all the marks, then we will calculate average using array. So now I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.